Imagine discovering simple, everyday habits that are secretly aging you, or worse, doubling your risk of early death. In just a few minutes, we're diving deep into groundbreaking insights from longevity scientist Dr. Rhonda Patrick, based on her eye-opening discussion on the Diary of a CEO. Let's uncover the hidden dangers lurking within your body and environment. Dr. Patrick introduces us to visceral fat, a type of deep belly fat that surrounds your organs. Unlike subcutaneous fat, which you can pinch, visceral fat is metabolically active and acts like a toxic organ, constantly releasing inflammatory molecules. This makes it far more dangerous than most people realize. The statistics are alarming. Visceral fat doubles your risk of early mortality and increases your likelihood of metastatic cancer by 44%. It also leads to insulin resistance, where your body struggles to process glucose, causing energy crashes, cravings, and increasing your risk of type 2 diabetes. Visceral fat can even cause brain fog and lethargy, as your immune system diverts energy away from your brain to combat the constant inflammation. Many people have too much visceral fat without even knowing it, as it doesn't always show on the scale. A waist circumference of 35 inches or more for women and 40 inches or more for men can be a sign. So, what's contributing to this silent threat, and how quickly can it accumulate? Age, hormones, diet, and lifestyle are major factors. For women, estrogen decline during perimenopause and menopause shifts fat storage to the belly. For men, declining testosterone after age 30 contributes to a 200% increase in visceral fat, even if total weight remains stable. Shockingly, just 2 weeks of sleep restriction to 4 hours a night can increase visceral fat by 11% in healthy young men without any change in body weight. Consuming an extra 1,200 calories daily from ultra-processed foods for just 5 days can also lead to visceral fat gain and fatty liver. Eating large meals less than 3 hours before bed activates your sympathetic fight-or-flight nervous system, disrupting sleep and contributing to visceral fat. Chronic stress and excessive alcohol consumption are also significant amplifiers, directing fat storage toward your organs. The good news is, visceral fat can be lost relatively quickly. Here's how. Aerobic exercise, like running, jogging, cycling, or swimming, is key to burning visceral fat, especially vigorous intensity. Resistance training helps with metabolism and glucose sensitivity, but isn't as effective for direct visceral fat loss. Any weight loss program, including caloric restriction or intermittent fasting, tends to target visceral fat first. Dr. Patrick personally uses intermittent fasting, typically a 16-hour fast with an 8-hour eating window, often skipping breakfast. This helps reduce calorie intake without meticulous counting and triggers a metabolic switch where your body starts burning fat and producing ketones for energy. This fasted state not only aids fat loss, but also enhances cognitive sharpness and reduces anxiety due to increased GABA. It also activates cellular repair processes, crucial for anti-aging. Fasted aerobic training can even lead to better adaptations and mitochondrial health. Beyond lifestyle, we're constantly exposed to invisible threats impacting our hormones and health. Testosterone levels in men have dropped by 20% in 2 decades, largely due to endocrine-disrupting chemicals. The main culprits are BPA, phthalates, and PFAS, found in plastics, food packaging, and water-resistant products. These chemicals mimic or block hormones, wreaking havoc on our bodies. BPA, found in plastic bottles and can linings, acts like estrogen and is linked to lower testosterone. A study in adolescent boys showed a 50% reduction in testosterone for those with the highest BPA levels. Phthalates, in flexible plastics and cosmetics, directly disrupt testosterone synthesis and sperm quality. PFAS, or forever chemicals, found in non-stick pans and water-resistant clothing, affect thyroid function and accelerate ovarian aging. Alarmingly, high BPA exposure in pregnant women is linked to a 6-fold increased risk of autism spectrum disorder in their children. So, how can we protect ourselves from these ubiquitous toxins in our daily lives? Avoid plastic bottles and bring your own reusable mug for coffee. Canned soups and even soda cans are often lined with BPA, so limit their consumption. Opt for glass containers, especially for acidic foods like hot sauce and ketchup, as acidity increases chemical leaching. Beware of black plastic containers, often made from recycled electronics containing flame retardants that leach into food. Hot food in plastic is the worst offender. For cooking, choose stainless steel or cast iron pans over non-stick options and use wooden utensils instead of plastic or silicone.
Blenders with plastic tops create friction, releasing microplastics and chemicals into your smoothies. Switch to stainless steel blenders. Receipts are covered in BPA. Opt for email receipts or wear nitrile gloves if you handle them frequently, especially with hand sanitizer, which can increase absorption 100-fold.
For water, a reverse osmosis filter is ideal, as it removes microplastics, nanoplastics, BPA, and phthalates. Remember to reintroduce essential minerals through a multivitamin or mineral drops, as RO filters can remove beneficial elements too. Broccoli, especially sprouts, contains sulforaphane, which helps your body excrete BPA.
Now, let's explore the world of supplements and how they can optimize your health and longevity.
Glutathione, a powerful antioxidant, needs to be in liposomal form to be absorbed by your cells, otherwise it's ineffective. Vitamin D3, the form your body makes from sun exposure, is crucial for slowing biological aging, especially if you're deficient. A daily multivitamin has been shown to reverse brain aging by over 2 years and slow overall biological aging.
Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA from fish oil, are vital. 90% of the US population is deficient. A high omega-3 index can increase life expectancy by 5 years and lower Alzheimer's risk by 66%. Ensure your fish oil is stored in the fridge or freezer to prevent oxidation and choose a third-party tested brand.
Creatine monohydrate, at 5 grams daily for muscle and 10 grams for brain benefits, can improve cognitive function and negate effects of sleep deprivation. It takes 3 to 4 weeks to saturate your muscles, so consistency is key. Always look for NSF certification to ensure purity and active ingredients. Magnesium, essential for over 300 bodily enzymes, is crucial for DNA repair and sleep, yet 50% of the population is deficient. Curcumin from turmeric is a potent anti-inflammatory that can lower TNF-alpha, a major aging accelerator, without blunting exercise adaptations. Phytosomal curcumin offers better bioavailability.
Urolithin A, a compound derived from pomegranates, induces mitophagy, clearing out damaged mitochondria and rejuvenating cells. Animal studies show a 20% life extension, and human studies demonstrate improved immune function and increased muscle strength. Glutamine supports immune health and gut healing, especially for endurance athletes.
Exogenous ketones, like ketone IQ, can provide an immediate cognitive boost, mimicking the benefits of fasting by increasing brain energy and reducing anxiety. However, if your goal is fat loss through fasting, be aware that taking exogenous ketones can temporarily halt your body's own fat-burning process. Beyond just living longer, Dr. Patrick introduces a powerful concept, peak span.
Peak span is about maintaining 90% of your peak physical and cognitive function for as long as possible, not just being disease-free. While some functions, like female reproductive capacity, decline sharply, others, like cardiorespiratory fitness, muscle mass, and cognitive function, can be significantly preserved.
Aerobic exercise, omega-3s, and engaging in novel cognitive experiences are crucial. Learning new things, like a new language or complex subjects, builds cognitive reserve and keeps your brain adaptable. Resistance training is vital for maintaining muscle mass and bone density, which peak around age 25. In our increasingly digital world, a new challenge to peak span emerges: the impact of AI on our brains.
outsourcing thinking to AI can lead to cognitive debt. Studies show that brain connectivity is almost halved when individuals use AI for writing compared to manual writing. This means faster output but less long-term understanding and neural development. We risk losing critical thinking skills if we don't actively engage our brains.
Just like London taxi drivers who develop larger hippocampus regions by memorizing 25,000 streets, active learning and problem-solving are essential for brain health. Intentionally solving difficult cognitive problems, even when AI could provide a quick answer, builds deeper understanding and strengthens neural pathways.
Let's reevaluate our approach to exercise, a cornerstone of health that many get wrong. Current exercise guidelines, based on calorie expenditure, are outdated. New research shows vigorous intensity exercise is far more valuable than moderate or light activity for reducing mortality and disease risk. For every 1 minute of vigorous exercise, you'd need 4 minutes of moderate or 150 minutes of light activity to achieve the same benefits.
Short bursts of vigorous activity like sprinting or playing actively add up significantly. Just 3.5 minutes a day of vigorous exercise can lower cancer risk by 40% in women. Aim for 10 minutes a day of getting your heart rate up, rather than focusing solely on 10,000 steps to achieve profound health benefits.
Being sedentary is an independent risk factor for disease, even if you exercise regularly. Use standing desks and incorporate exercise snacks, short bursts of squats or jumping jacks every hour to break up sitting time and boost blood flow to your brain. Finally, let's address the rising popularity of GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic and their true implications. GLP-1 drugs are life-changing for people with obesity, leading to significant weight loss and reduced risks for cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and cancer. They work by increasing satiety and slowing gastric emptying, essentially mimicking calorie restriction.
However, these drugs often require lifelong commitment, as stopping them can lead to rapid weight regain, often with a ferocious animalistic urge to eat. Side effects include nausea, GI upset, and concerningly, muscle and bone loss due to rapid weight reduction without adequate protein or resistance training.
While beneficial for severe obesity, their widespread use for losing small amounts of weight raises concerns, as long-term effects in this population are unknown. Intermittent fasting can offer similar weight loss benefits at lower doses of GLP-1s without the side effects or risk of rebound hunger, allowing your body to adapt naturally.
To wrap up, Dr. Patrick shares her top 5 supplements and 2 impactful purchases under 100. Her top 5 supplements are fish oil, vitamin D, a multivitamin, creatine, and magnesium. For under $100, she recommends the omega-3 index test to measure your fatty acid levels and a continuous glucose monitor to understand how diet, sleep, and lifestyle impact your blood sugar.
These insights from Dr. Rhonda Patrick offer a powerful roadmap to optimizing your health and extending your peak span. To dive deeper into these fascinating topics and hear the full conversation, make sure to watch the complete video on the Diary of a CEO channel. You'll find the link in the description below.
Enjoying quick summaries like this and saving time? There's more coming, so hit that subscribe button.